Hello, the internet.
Bonjour!
I've been so excited for the Suzie November theme.
Oh, yeah?
Make the noise.
Bing!
That's the playlist to all the rest of the Suzie notebooks before I forget. I don't know if you can see that.
Tell us about the theme while we're on the page.
So
before
the
we
theme
do the
is pretty much exclusively because I wanted to draw bears.
I want to draw bears. Okay, so why November for wanting to draw bears?
Because November is when the bears are at their fattest because they're about to go into hibernation.
Excellent.
And I just love bears.
Absolutely love bears.
And I got to the end. I was approaching the end of the year, and I was like, I had done all of these like sort of vaguely themed, appropriate to the month. So like, the beach theme was I think in like June or July.
So whereas all the other months had a sort of thing, you uncovered it, and it said like,
the theme of this is florals or
right.
Or
so this one literally just says I want to draw bears.
Yeah, the bears bit is covered. So it goes, I want to draw, and then she uncovers it and goes, bears. So the idea with the Suzie journal setup is that the theme itself is covered, and then she has to put in a picture of something in a category that I define for her. And then that she picks a colour scheme from that photo, and then she uses that colour scheme to colour in
fun.
The theme.
Oh, and you've drawn some little bears down there.
I love bears.
I do love bears.
If I was on Jeopardy, I think bears would be my... Jeopardy. You know when they have like specialist subjects?
Isn't that Mastermind? Jeopardy, the American game show where they're like...
Yeah, Jeopardy's the American game show.
You have to... all the things are on the board. All the categories are on the board.
Yeah, but I still think you get a specialist subject, don't you? Fine, whatever. If I had to pick a specialist subject, I think it would be bears for me.
How many types of bear are there?
There's only 8 types of bear.
And definitely don't list them because it will take up too much time in this video. But trust me, she can list them, and it's really, really endearing. Endearing.
But actually, if you keep watching the video, you will learn the 8 types of bear because there are 4 weeks in the spread, and there's 2 pages per week.
Excellent.
So I just drew loads of bears. Just really exciting.
So, okay, right, admin, get the background.
Okay.
For those of you who haven't seen a video before, I'm sorry we've thrown you right in at the deep end. Last year, 1 year ago.
Yes. So last year I made 3 journals for 3 of my friends, Suzie, Holly and Julia. This is the Suzie journal. The Suzie journal, the monthly setups are always the same format, and then the illustrations are different, and then she colours in the illustrations herself.
Okay.
In the monthly spread, she has a space to write like currently watching or reading. She can stick in a little Polaroid of something that she's doing.
She's one of those Polaroid people.
She is a Polaroid person. And she's got somewhere to write like a highlight of the week. So every week she can write like a little bullet note to be like, this is what I did. She's got some habit trackers. These are the bears. So the first type of bear is the panda bear. The panda bear is actually called the giant panda because they originally thought that the red panda
really? We're just skipping all the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm talking about bears. I'm talking about bears. They thought that the red...
Can we just quickly, who are we not sponsored by?
We're not sponsored by Scribbles and Dots. Love the paper, hated working in the journal because the dots were too faint and I couldn't see them. Panda bears. Right, so the giant panda is called the giant panda because they originally thought that the red panda was also a bear, but actually the red panda is more closely related to animals like skunks and raccoons, which obviously live in North America rather than Asia.
Is that marsupials? Or is that
I think they're
different one?
I think they're just small mammals. I don't think they're marsupials because marsupials will have a pouch like a kangaroo.
There's one that's named like a bear, but is actually a marsupial.
That's a koala bear.
Koala bear. Okay,
Koala bear and marsupials. We missed on the other page the Andean bear scientifically, or not scientifically, the spectacled bear, because their markings look like they have glasses on. Just finishing quickly on the giant panda, they were an endangered species, but due to the work that China has been doing with their conservation efforts, they're actually no longer on the endangered list, which is fantastic news. It's a bit bum for the
Bamboo.
for the WWF, for the World Wildlife Federation, or whatever. Wrestling. Anyway, moving on to these bears. Oh no. Okay. So there was the Andean bear, which is the spectacle bear, which lives in the Andes in North America, and then you have this one. I think is the
Brown bear.
Is that the brown bear?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So that looks like a brown bear. The brown bear is a catch-all name for all brown bears, in that you have like the European brown bear, you've got the great brown bear, you've got the Kodiak bear, the grizzly bear. They're all different, and then you get like blonde brown bears.
On the right, I think
that's a polar bear.
Polar bear.
Polar bears have transparent fur, and the fur is actually hollow, so it inflates with like it catches the heat, and it is incredibly insulating.
So you're telling me they're only white because they live in the snow?
They're white because their fur is colourless, and if you pile on a lot of colourless things together, they'll create like a white effect.
Ooh.
But if you were to put a pink piece of paper behind the fur would look more pink than white. Anyway, so brown bears live across North America, scattered around Europe, in Russia. They're bloody cute. I love them to pieces. Then on this page we have the sloth bear, which I believe is indigenous to South Asia.
And at any point are you going to draw the cocaine bear?
No.
Okay.
Baloo from the Jungle Book is a sloth bear.
Okay.
Sloth bears are called sloth bears because they look a little bit like sloths, I guess. And because they're lazy. I don't know. I've never met one, but I would be interested. This one here is the. That's the. I think that's the Malayan sun bear.
Okay. That makes sense. They are bears that live exclusively on the sun.
No, they're called. I think they're called sun bears because they have like a semicircular blonde or white patch on their chest that looks like a sun.
Gotcha.
And they live in I think
sun.
Southeast Asia.
Oh, okay. Right.
I think I made a mistake earlier. I don't think that other one, that one that I called the brown bear, was a brown bear. I think that was the American black bear.
Oh, the bear racism.
Oh god. So I'll talk about the American black bear now instead of the brown bear now, because I've already spoken about the brown bear. Black bears are smaller than brown bears. I think they're also more aggressive than brown bears. And I believe as well that they're better climbers than brown bears.
The only thing I know is that there's some kind of advice for if you get attacked by brown bears and black bears and they're the opposites of each other.
Yes.
It's like one of them you stay still and one of them you're supposed to fight.
Well, thankfully, we actually don't live in a country that has native brown or black bears, so that's not really advice that we need to know, because you know that if I saw a bear, I would go and try and make friends with it.
You would die.
I would die trying to make friends with it.
Yeah.
There was also that last one on the page.
Transition. Wait, did you do the transition
I
Are we now about to watch
I
you
flubbed
in the interim do
I flubbed the transition.
Transition!
Oh no.
How many transitions?
I don't know what's going on. I didn't talk about the Asiatic black bear.
That was a transition. Did you miss it?
I missed it.
Oh, you clicked your fingers.
Oh, I like that.
Like a magic trick.
So the picture that Suzie had to put in was a pair of shoes that she really likes to choose her colour scheme.
Okay.
I think I did that because I figured that most shoes, or a lot of shoes, are going to be in sort of neutral colours.
Just quickly, admin-wise, as well as the theme, Suzie has a thing where she's supposed to pick a picture and get the colour scheme. Did we say that already?
I said that already. You weren't listening.
You said about
You
the
were so
theme,
excited
and then
about the bears.
You jumped onto bears.
But there was also the Asiatic black bear, which was the last black bear, the last bear that we didn't talk about.
Okay.
I also labelled them so Suzie will know.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, she's welcome. All right, that's the end. Bears.
Bears.